Hey, what's good? What's going on, everybody? You already know who this is, and it's definitely your favorite soulful child. It's sure come back to us again here at the P.E.G podcast, man. That's positive energy generation, and we that for life. It's more than a podcast; it's a movement, it's a family, and we doing this for the next generation to come, and for your generation too. So if you not have already pressed the follow button, I'm gonna give you some time to press the follow button. We'll wait. We're waiting on you. Now you done took about our time. Man, I'm telling you, I got a special guest for y'all. Y'all know I'm always in my bag with artists of the week, from the dopest artists you can find around the world that maybe you have not even heard before. All right, to the mainstream. Then we have public figures and influencers from around the world that's out here doing their thing, whether it's a local, whether it's celebrities. You know how I do. I just pop them up random on you. And you never would guess who put up on me today, man. I got the one and only, the plus size model. Man, I'm telling you, she is fire. So if you need an ambassador for your brand, you need somebody to help you, this is the person you need to call, like right now. All right. And I ain't gonna spoil too much, but again, she's a plus size model. She does a lot of things in the entrepreneurship. So we're gonna be able to tap into her, find out just as much as what she do, and you'll get a chance to get her social media. Get the one and only CHANTWAN Shields in the building.
Hello,
How you feeling?
I'm good. How you doing today?
I'm good.
Thank you for having me.
I'm always. And again, I'm gonna give y'all a chance to press the follow button. Right there. Follow, hit that like button. I don't know, comment. All right, share it with a friend. But again, we're gonna get really dived in, and then she's gonna tell y'all social media. So for all you nosy people in the back, y'all just gonna have to wait. I'm sorry, you already know how I do. All right, so Miss CHANTWAN Shields, let everybody know about you. Like, who is CHANTWAN Shields, and how do we get to this point of being a plus size model? Because you have faced a lot of attributes. You're also a heart transplant recipient, right? Yes. And that is not easy. I'm telling y'all, it's not easy to even go through, to have to even just think about mental, physical. So we're gonna really get dived in and talk about your brand and how do we get here. So let everybody know who you are starting off.
Well, as you mentioned, my name is CHANTWAN Shields. I am a plus size model, published plus size model.
Published.
/ heart transplant recipient. Just we'll start with my transplant experience. I'm very transparent. I do book for speaking engagements as well. So keep that in mind for conferences, women empowerment, things of that nature. I do speak about my transplant experience. I was actually diagnosed with postpartum cardiomyopathy after giving birth to my son. And it just took me to 7 years to the point of later to where I needed a heart transplant.
So it didn't happen until...
No. About a year after giving birth, I had a defibrillator put in.
Wow.
And thankfully, I was never shocked. This is kind of started to get a little weaker in my heart. Just my EF, which is your ejection fraction, and that's determines how the blood pumps, how fast from your heart throughout the rest of your body. It was at a 7 at the time of my transplant. So I just got sicker, and weaker. And I just had that conversation with my mom, like, something's wrong. I'm losing weight too fast. I've always been plus size.
Yeah.
I'm losing weight too fast to not do anything. I'm tired. And, unfortunately, that's what had to happen. I had to have a transplant.
I'm pretty sure that was a scary moment. What did you think in that moment when you found out this was happening?
I was just really kind of scared. The only thing that I could think about was my son.
It's scary, no lie.
Just, like what's going to happen to my baby? What's going to happen to my son? Because I am a single mother. And, it's just me, him, and my mom.
Oh, man.
So, that he was my main focus throughout. And even still today, he's really, the reason why my drive, my passion, it's for him.
Congratulations, though. He's here.
Thank you.
Right? He's here.
Yes.
It definitely is a story to tell. Uh-oh. Big boy.
Yeah, he'll be 12 in September. And he was actually, at the time of the transplant, he was 6.
Wow. So he actually seen you go through.
Yeah, he's actually seen, unfortunately, he has seen his mother in and out of the hospital since the day he was born. I can show you pictures.
Dang, that's crazy. That's a lot to for a 6-year-old to wrap their head around and what's going on. And yeah, so as a mother, what was your biggest concern watching your child go through what he was watching you go through?
Just like I said, mainly what's going to happen to him. And then like now, even, just after the fact, now that we've made it through that, we actually had a conversation about 2 years ago. And he let me know that he was uncomfortable with seeing because even while I was going through the transplant process, even in ICU, I had my mother take pictures
Right.
because I would want to see what was happening. I would want to, and a lot of times I couldn't remember. So,
Dang.
due to the anesthesia, due to being sedated so often. So I would have her take pictures. And like when I do my speaking engagements and my conferences, I kind of incorporate those pictures into my presentation. And he let me know that made him, uncomfortable to see that he didn't like that. And, he kind of got emotional. So we had, I have to let him know that, I can't do anything but respect your mind when it comes to that. If you don't want to see that, then I'll keep, I'll be sure to keep those type of things away from you now that you're getting older and, you can express that to me.
Yeah, that's crazy. But he to see his mother be like superhero, right?
Oh,
right. He like Superwoman times 10 because I don't know many people that went through having a heart transplant, but I do know those are one of the things that a lot of people don't come back from because your body has to adjust to it.
Yeah,
it's like having
a lot of
liver.
Complications.
Yeah, it has like having a liver transplant. It's difficult to come back from, and you have a lot of health issues. But you're like kicking, walking around. I mean, doing the damn thing. You feel me? On every stage you can think of. I mean, being a part of every project you can think of. So it's very cool to see not only him to be able to say it, but other people, such as myself and others that may have went through similar situations to go through and hear. Because sometimes you may feel like, man, I'm alone on this journey, and it takes a lot on the mental.
Yeah.
What did you have to do to make your mental stronger? Because again, your body, you said you saw your body lose weight drastically, and that's something that will freak you out. It's like a mind shock. So mentally, what was your strong point? How did you keep a sane mind?
I would say maybe, but I'll take it kind of fast forward to after the transplant. I would say that first year after 2018, the recovery would probably be the toughest. I had to do a lot of physical therapy and occupational therapy, and I was kind of quarantined to home. So I couldn't leave. I would have a nurse come, take my vitals, make sure I was taking my medicine, that kind of thing. I do my physical therapy there at home.
Yeah. A lot of in-house.
Yes.
Yeah, it make you go crazy and being at home.
Yes, I would just say maybe, but even still, even way back then, while I was enduring that and going through that type of thing, I was kind of thinking of, how can I shake back? What can I do? And I was getting my business together, even way back then.
Even going through the situation?
My business plan.
Yeah. He's like, I know I'm gonna be here.
I've always been
crazy
into fashion, into hair. I've always participated in fashion shows and hair shows. So I don't want to say it, but it's, this was kind of perfect for me. Yeah. Because this is something that I've always done.
It actually made you step out there and do it.
Right.
Maybe at first you was timid. Maybe you was like, would I be great? Would I be the perfect fit? Right. And like now you like, it looked like you have no doubt. I'm supposed to be here.
And this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
And this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I like that. So if you could have one word to describe yourself, what would that word be?
Determined.
Determined. I definitely. It's like no matter what, I'm gonna be kicking.
Yeah.
You're like on in the scary movies when they have the crazy people coming at them in the scary movies and they never die.
It's funny that you say that because I'm so scary.
Are you so scary?
I don't do scary movies, no horror, none of that.
I'm scary too.
Scary.
My mom would tell me crazy people don't die. And he was like, going through certain things. She'd be like, you ain't going yet? I'm like, no, crazy people don't die. So crazy people don't die. Nah. So if you want to wonder, she's crazy.
A little bit. I'm a Leo.
Run. Run.
No, I don't get it. I don't. When people say stuff like that.
I was joking. Oh, man. Why do you think that people say when they hear that you're a Leo, they be like, run?
And that's everybody's response. I mean, I can be that line, but I try not to be.
You said I'm not that person.
No, not at all.
Oh, man, but that's funny. Again, you're a mom to a boy of all genders. We were to girls. I mean, I know how boys are. I'd rather have boys than girls. Because I don't know. I was raised by brothers. So I feel like that is a lot easier than dealing with like 5 of me. Because I can't deal with other sisters at the house. I didn't grow up with a sister house, but I grew up with cousins. Mm-hmm. So what do you say would be the hardest thing about being a boy mom?
It would be, for me personally, look at this crazy world we live in.
Yeah.
Just explaining to him, because unfortunately he does not look like an 11-year-old child. Explaining to him why he can't do this, or why he can't say that, or why he can't, all still while trying to develop his own personality and him be himself and stay true to that, son.
Yeah, just be yourself. Like
I
stay
have
true
to
to
let
yourself.
him know that, and because he's in that stage to where he's headed to middle school, and I don't want him
Uh-oh.
to go. And when I think about it, it makes me want to cry.
Not big boy
My
time.
baby, yes. So we're starting to have those type of conversations and those
Scary.
right in those type of scenarios, and I'm just like, oh God. But so if I had to answer that, it would just say, just this world that we live in is crazy and it's really scary.
It is. It is. The word's scary for her, and not just boys with men, but women and everybody,
Us,
you know,
period.
us period.
Us,
Like
period.
our community is scary just to be a part. But like what better time to be a part of our community? You know what I'm saying? We see
Right.
so many people thriving, so many businesses thriving, and then he gets to be a part of that. You know,
Right.
so all those some scary moments of being a boy mom. What are some unique moments of being a boy mom?
I just learn a lot.
It's like I didn't know all these
He
things.
shares with me daily something that I had no idea that he knew. And sometimes I ask him his sources because it just shocks me that how do you know that?
How do you know?
Where did you get that from?
Like, where did you get that from?
Right. Yeah, that's my main thing. Where did you get that from? Seriously.
Be so accurate. Like, now I gotta figure out how
and
to
I have
answer
to
this.
sometimes go back to the drum, but he reads a lot. He loves to read.
Got you,
He reads
got
a
you.
lot.
They get it out the books. They put it in the books.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the stuff.
Sometimes.
What's his favorite subject in school? If he had one.
He says he likes math and science, but I would say reading.
Reading? Because he likes to read all the time? Yeah. Reading is another form of art.
We can't go in a store and he doesn't pick up a book.
Uh-oh.
He has all of his diary.
Real smart.
Kid.
Real genius right there.
Right. He asks to go to Barnes and Nobles. He likes stuff like that.
He asks to go to Barnes and Nobles.
Yeah. So that's why I always tell him to, stay true to yourself.
He gonna be a genius. Just know that. Like, he gonna be a genius because that's not what our kids ask for. I wish they asked to go to Barnes and Noble. We say we take them to Barnes and Noble and we have to show them, hey, we're gonna get a book. I'm gonna go get a book and you can go, oh. But then we get there.
But don't get it twisted. He wants to be out there and he's in that, I call it the following stage.
The following stage.
When he wants so and so wears his clothes like this. I want to know you're not gonna do that.
Yeah, man, you don't do it, bro.
Yeah,
don't do it. It ain't worth it.
So
it ain't worth it, bro.
He's in that stage.
That's crazy. What is the scariest thing you're thinking about when it comes to middle school? Is he big boy?
Girls.
Oh, girls?
Like I said, he's already let me know he knows a little bit.
Oh, so he's like, okay, these conversations I'm not ready for.
Right, very much so.
I'm sweating here.
Right, very much so. I had to go get a book. I found a good book and
get you a book and read this book.
Going from adolescence to teenage and to puberty, and it was a nice little transition.
Our daughter got one more year.
Conversation.
She'll be in middle school. I'm scared because some things she come and tell us about. I'll be like, hey, your turn.
No, seriously,
your turn. Because I ran out of ideas yesterday.
And I think about just my life and my time, the things that I learned in middle school, the things that, and I was like, yeah.
And I was a kid that my mom would tell you today. My mom was my best friend growing up. Like she would tell me I didn't have a best friend. That's okay. She was, and I told her everything. I would ask her everything, and sometimes like listen to my children. I'd be like, "Oh, is this what my mom felt like?" Because I was just walking like, "Mom," and she'd be like, "You can't ask your mom those type of questions." I'm like, "Well, who I'm gonna ask? You know, I don't know." And then she'd be like, "You can't ask." She do that to this day. She'd be like, "You can't ask me those type of questions," and I'm like, "But you're still my best friend."
I laugh. My mom tries to hit me. Mom, I'm almost 40. Come on, Mom.
You can
talk about it.
You can talk about it. And it's still like, no, I don't want to. That's what I imagine. No matter how old you get, you're going to be like that with your son. You're like, okay, we're here. I don't know what to do at this point, but let's talk about it. You know?
And he's to the point to where he has a little family nickname. He doesn't want everybody. He wants to call me Big B. I'm not calling you that.
I don't call you that. I'm just learning that person.
I let him know that you have the right to tell whoever we're in public because my social media, they know his nickname, they know his name.
Yeah.
So he's like, you can let them know that I want to be called this.
Yeah.
I've given him that goal, so I can't wait to see what actually happens when he does it to somebody because it's coming.
Yeah, it's definitely coming, but it's a journey and it's beautiful. I like seeing parents still persevere through no matter what. Because we sat down and talked. We had similar stories, and to again, like I said, to find somebody that relate, it's a lot. It's hard. you know, to explain what you're going through mentally, what you're going through physically, and still try to be normal. Right. You know, especially when you're young, when you're going through it. Mm-hmm. So to see you going through it, I'm like, man, I'm not alone. You know, she went through it. Actually, you're my role model now. Oh, because I want to be able to persevere through certain things and be that for the children too. You know, right? Being younger, I know I got a lot of growing to do, but I definitely when I see you, I'm like, do. Yeah, everybody, regardless of the age, everybody's always room for growth. It's always room for growth, and I love seeing like-minded people because I have people around me that I can be like, dang, they did it. So I can do it too, you know. Right. So let's actually talk about your passion. Is the mission that you're on when it comes to modeling. You're a plus size model. And you've been featured in a few things, and you've been a part of a few projects. So yeah, you could touch on just a little bit. What led you to modeling?
My first print ad, my first brand ambassadorship. I was asked to be a part of a ad campaign for women, children, and men with alopecia. And it was called Miracles in Maine. Shout out to Melissa Freeman.
Shout out.
And I was actually calling to inquire about getting a cranial prosthetic. That's the technical term for a medical wig. And
a medical wig?
Yes. Oh. It's a program where insurance will help you, women, men, and children that are losing their hair or don't have hair. Insurance can help you get a wig or hair so you can,
I didn't know that. So like cancer patients, alopecia patients. Yeah. Wow, I didn't know that. That's dope.
So like I said, I was actually calling to inquire about receiving a wig because I do suffer from alopecia. So when she, I guess maybe saw my application came across her desk, she called me back and asked me to be a part of the program.
Oh, look at that. You didn't see that coming.
No, I didn't. I thought she was calling me back to tell me I got a wig.
Yeah. Did you get a wig though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, well, then what happened to the wig part? Yes, that's cool. That's really dope.
And along that, I met, once again, all of us, that we're called Miracles, Miracles in Maine. I met a bunch of, like you said, like-minded women that could relate to my health situation. Met an 11-year-old little girl that, they had very similar health issues, and she, got her wigs, and our other young lady, she had lupus.
Oh, wow.
And then the other young lady, I believe she suffered from PTSD. She was a retired Army vet, and her medications.
Man, I'm telling you, y'all better get them medications checked, bruh. Yeah. I'm telling you, they are harsh. I do not know why. They're so harsh. And it affects your mental a lot. And then just to hear that she suffered the problem with her hair because of the medication, that makes you mad because you're like, I need this, but then if I don't take it, what can I take? Right. And there are holistic things that you can take, but how do you even go about doing that if you're so used to, they get
what you've been told to do.
What you've been told to do. Yeah, that's another level. Another day. That's dope though. But I like seeing people come together and have some encouragement, some empowerment, and the fact that you was around that, even the little 11-year-old girl was empowering you because you're like, hey, I'm going through this, but you're going through that at 11.
And yet it actually happened from the time she was 4 years old. So
she's been dealing with that
first got diagnosed with her issues, and it's all throughout her life.
Yeah, man.
But she still perseveres. She's a great athlete.
Oh, look at that.
She's in this area.
Like, oh, damn, look at
she's
that.
A great athlete.
Shout out to you, bro,
man.
Jade. Shout out to Jade, man. That is crazy. Kids need that. You know, they need that encouragement. You also spoke on that you do power and speaking, empowerment movements with women. When you do those type of speaking, what is the main thing you want people to know, regardless of where you're going to speak at, whatever mission empowerment? Oh, she's so adorable. Oh man, she's stronger than me.
Yeah,
I gotta get my weight up. Dang, I like that, man. She's young.
That's all of us. Our hair.
Oh, see, y'all brought out your true crown with just no hair. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You say you suffered alopecia, and I remember that's something that Jada Pickett was going through, and that's why it was so sensitive.
Yeah, hair loss, and it's very common. Regardless of what people think, and it's in men, women, and children.
Oh wow, maybe a lot of men dealt with it before a lot of women. So I'm guessing because women are more now dealing with it. It's like that's why it's so much of awareness.
Probably.
going on.
I would say that because that's why I threw that men, women, and children because a lot of people don't know that. Yeah, men can suffer from alopecia.
That's probably why some of y'all going bald. Don't even know it. I'm just
possibly.
I'm saying that right now. It's not because it's your genes. It's because you have alopecia.
You haven't been properly diagnosed.
That's it. So with that, you see it in the media. You see other people, local or people that you may know that go through alopecia. And your hair is what make you. There's some people. They feel like, yeah, you make the hair. Well, India Ari said, "I'm not my hair." Yeah, you make the hair. So with people that made statements through their hair, and all of a sudden they're going through that issue of alopecia, what encouragement could you give them for that? Because maybe they don't feel as beautiful, as pretty, as handsome.
You have to try. Like I said, it took this for me to come out of my shell. It took me to, of course, unfortunately, getting sick and having to deal with my hair falling out. So, okay, well, let me see how this will look on me.
Yeah.
Well, let me see how I can rock this.
Come out that box a little bit. Yeah.
So it took that. And again, I've always kind of been a little bit outlandish when it comes to hairstyles. Sometimes I like to get on stuff. Sometimes I like to keep it.
Sometimes not.
Yes, but like I said, once again, this just kind of helped me to just challenge myself even more.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me see how this will work. So I would say, keep trying.
Keep trying, and like you said, your hair is not what make you. You make the hair. And if you need some encouragement, you can just turn on NDRE, I Am Not My Hair, and just turn up with that thing. Because, a lot of people are used to having hair. We used to have hair. Yeah. So when you go bald, when you go through these transitions in life, you deal with mental issues that a lot of us don't talk about, don't really deal with. So let's jump into some future projects that you may have up. Oh, before we jump into some future projects, what are some amazing projects that you have been featured in? Maybe people that is not as tapped in have not known yet, and what are some future projects you look to get tapped in? If you can speak on those type things, I know you can't really talk about too much.
I can. Absolutely. I'm actually a Fashion Nova collab partner.
Fashion Nova. You heard.
I am a brand ambassador for Juicy Curves. Here is she sells clothes locally here.
Juicy Curves?
Yes. Plus size brand. She sells clothes plus size only, but she has accessories, everything. Y'all check her out. Her name is Shay Bird.
Shay Bird. Go check out Shay Bird right now.
I have been a brand ambassador for a clothing boutique here called Indulge.
Indulge? That sounds like something to get into.
It was online only. Just a bunch of different projects. I'm more so a freelance model.
Okay.
And a freelance model is someone that isn't responsible for, I don't have an agent. I do have a manager, but I don't have an agent. So I am responsible for finding and booking all your
gigs. I mean, you've really been killing it so far.
Thank you.
Definitely been seeing you do your thing. I'm like, man, there's nothing stopping you. Just what is like when you're thinking about when you're going through your moments, right? Like when you're at the shoot and you're getting ready to do the modeling, like what's in your brain? What is in your mind?
Nervous.
You're nervous?
I'm trying to think about, I the first thing I do is scan the room to see, okay, well, what can I use as a prop or what can I
Don't throw up on the mic.
Like, no. What we could do, that's one of my favorite movies. My son would have bust out laughing because he realizes what you just referenced. Because we watch movies all the time.
If you know, you know.
Right. But that's the first thing I try to do is I get in there, I get in my zone. I just kind of zone out, tap in with whoever I'm creating with. I like to work with some of the same people.
Yeah.
So we're familiar with each other's styles. I like to work with people as well. But it's kind of easier
when you know them.
When you're going back to somebody you've worked with already, when you're familiar with them, their surroundings, it just kind of makes for better production of whatever y'all doing.
It does. What is the mission behind CHANTWAN Shields? You're a freelancer, plus size model. You've been in all type of projects. You're also a heart transplant recipient. So what is the mission? When people see you, they know you by this mission. They know you're determined. Yes. So what's the mission?
Oh, the mission is just to beautify and empower. How many women in the world are scared to show themselves?
I know, and I don't know why. It's so crazy. And I'm like, you're beautiful, you're awesome. And they still be like, nah, I gotta look like this, I gotta look like that.
I'm going through that with my son too. I'm man. He's interested in music. So, I'm trying to let him know, explore that.
Yeah.
How many people, we listen to the radio. If those people
Explore.
didn't explore, they're telling at their age, we wouldn't be listening to them on the radio.
That's true.
Like
That's
I tell
true.
them that all the time. My mom, she buys them instruments, stuff like that. So
He's
if I would
timid.
say anything, he is very timid. He's not shy, but he's very timid. Like, he's and then he's stuck in the age. I told y'all, well, what are they gonna think?
So yeah, I was definitely that as a kid,
cool
man.
And I gotta
be the cool guy.
No, it's okay to be a nerd. I've let him know that.
I was definitely there as a kid. I had so many talents, and then it's like I just stuck to basketball. And that's because it was comfortable. But my brother did music. I wanted to do music. Right. I could draw. I wanted to draw. But it's like I couldn't get put in those classes because I was getting compared to my bro. And I was like, I was just as good as he were, but my coach was like basketball. So I became conformed to basketball. I didn't. So seeing myself be around this many cameras, this much technology, my brother be like, you love it. I could tell. And I'm like, yeah, I'm doing stuff I wanted to do, but I couldn't do because I was timid, And I had a cousin just tell me like, yo, you should do it and just do it and not think about it. Put it out there. And I would do what your son do. It's like, well, my friends gonna think, bro, that's corny. And it's like, no, it's not. And if I had to listen to him, I would have been like, so much further along. And I'm like, dang. yeah, listen to your mom, okay? She's telling you right. Forget those people. You're already a fly guy. You're already handsome. All right. So the girls gonna come. Don't chase them. They gonna chase you. Don't worry about them. They're gonna be there for life. You know what I'm saying? Okay. They gonna get chased by girls forever. That's what you have to deal with for the rest of your life. You just gotta get over it. Well, he's handsome. You made him lightweight.
I did.
I did.
But yeah, I would just my mission would be just to continue to beautify and empower. That's part of the reason as to why I chose to tell my story and to share my story with the world because childbirth is what caused my illness. So I chose to keep my child, not abort my child. And, unfortunately, I kind of had to pay for that. But
and it's because a lot of mothers go through that.
Yes.
A lot of mothers
postpartum issues, period. It's hard.
Yeah. And if you don't take care of the postpartum when you first go through it, does that become something that you deal with later down the line?
Oh, of course. Absolutely. I've seen video. I didn't personally, but I've seen videos or I've talked to other people to where they didn't deal with this. So in turn, this happened.
Wow.
They didn't deal with this, so this happened. I know people that have had their children taken away and had to go through the state to get them back. So
that's crazy. All because of postpartum.
All because of postpartum, and you're trying to focus what positive potential you do have on the baby.
Yeah.
So sometimes mothers they kind of forget about themselves, they kind of slip away.
Yeah.
In their reality and their mental, it all gets
it's all confused. It's all overwhelming, and now it's all my life.
Overwhelming.
Yeah, overwhelming. Because I know women go through a lot when it comes to bearing a child. It's not just the body; it's their mental, and I don't think really guys really like think about that. They think about their body changed, but their mental change, and then some guys not okay when their wife don't look the same anymore, and they tend to go do different things. I don't get it, because it's like, what if you had to go through that?
What if you had to go through that, and had it not been for you, she wouldn't go through
right. It's like she wasn't gonna go through that. She did it for you, and now I'm left by myself, and my body's changing. I have a child with me now. Mm-hmm. My health is not what it is no more, and I don't feel beautiful. I don't feel the same, So the fact that you're out here telling people, look, I've been through this situation, I did it, and you are beautiful, right?
Surgery, several scars,
and those scars are beautiful.
Several. These are from the transplant as well.
But you're here.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't ever shy away from that. I have scars too, and I run from them.
But I'm working on that. That's just me within. Then once again,
I understand. I go with it too. I'm like, I don't want to wear this. I don't want to wear that. It's gonna show my scar. And my wife is like, but you're beautiful, right. And one thing she do tell me that I try to stick in my brain is there's people that have been caught in fires. And they're alive today, and they're all on TikTok showing their marks, showing their scar, and they're proud of it. So this is a time where we all supposed to be being proud of our flaws. Mm-hmm. So it's not a flaw, it's a gift. A gift of strength. You're still here today, so keep going, keep pushing, and just keep being you. So moving forward, now that we know like what's your mission and what you're here to do, what are some future projects that you're working on? I know you got some things under your sleeve now. Don't act like that. I know you do.
I'm actually trying to get into being a plus size vendor, and I'm going to start plus size clothing. So I'm just gonna dip my toe in the pool just to see. I've heard some good things, heard some bad things, but I kind of want to see for myself.
Is this working with different vendors or this you're the vendor?
Yes. Not necessarily I'm the vendor, but I'm selling clothes. So like I'm selling plus size fashion. So all the ladies in the area, they'll be able to kind of shop through me.
Oh, okay. Got you.
Yeah,
And
you'd be like, this outfit.
And you'd be able to basically showcase other brands. Yeah. I like that. Yeah, you're still doing things that's not for yourself. Yeah, along with your brand, right?
Yes. I just ordered a tripod and a new background.
So you get to do like dress reviews, clothes reviews, and put people on about different. I like that. I like that. And so if you are a person that design fashion, all right, and you do plus size models. I mean, I'm not telling you what to do, but you know what I'm saying? She's dope. All right, and then she's gonna bring life to you and bring a story to you, and that's what it is. People understand that nobody invests into an organization just because it's an organization. They do it because of the people, you know. And when you first thought about Walmart, when Walmart first hit the scene, many of us didn't know what a Walmart was. It's like
now it's one on every corner.
It's on every corner.
I'm waiting on them to actually bring one to my side of town.
See, it's like Dollar General now. Family Dollar is on every corner. You know,
to my side. We don't have
side
a
by
store
side
on my side of town.
No.
Oh no.
So you have to come where we. Oh wow.
So we don't have any stores over there. We have to. You're right. Travel.
Man, I'm sorry.
I do all my shopping on her.
I'm sorry. Why do you do y'all like that?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. You gotta travel way over here.
They took.
Oh.
IGA. I don't know. You're a baby, so you might not know what IGA is. But
I don't. I only know about HEB. I'm not even from Texas.
Wow.
So you know, when I heard about HEB and I went into HEB, it just stumped everything I knew. I was like, ooh,
HEBs are great.
They've been lying to us all my life.
They're not outside of Texas.
No, it's not. I wish.
Right.
My mom was even like, do we have an HEB anywhere else? I'm like, nope, sorry, it's only Texas. The food is fresh.
My dad's in Georgia, and that's what he said.
He missed HEBs?
Yeah. He wants one. He's like, man, we need one of these.
Mississippi need a few of them, bro.
We don't have Kroger's, Dad.
Nope. Got a Super Value. I don't know if that's open anymore, but we got a Super Value.
What's that?
Yeah. Supermarket. Where you go get the food. My mom, she started going back to Walmart. So that's kind of all we have.
It's hard for grocery shopping.
Exactly. That's all we have. That's it. So imagine what we're going through, you know? Yeah, HEB is best. I was like, ooh, I made the best decision moving to Texas. We got HEB everywhere.
Yeah.
So if you think about moving to Texas, call me. I got a realtor for you too. Yeah, I'm in my bag. You feel me? So you also done a lot of things. You just touched on a little bit. You said you partnered with Fashion Nova just a little bit. How did you do that?
Honestly, there's no secret. I applied on the website.
Hey, like everybody else, I applied.
And thankfully, they responded.
They looked at your portfolio. They was like, I love it.
Right.
They just saw your aura.
That could have been it. That's actually my goal.
Yeah, for
this
people,
year.
Yeah,
for me to make the website.
Yeah, definitely do that. Not gonna be easy.
I know.
I know that, but it's not gonna be easy. You know,
I'm going this year to make the website.
So why is it important for people to hear your story? That's basically what you do. You're being a brand ambassador, put other business together by sharing your story. Why is it important for people to hear your story?
Just because there's a baby born every minute in the U.S. It's part of the reason as to why I decided to share it. Also, like I said, hey, you can have whatever hardship, whether it be financial, mentally, emotionally, physically, and still bounce back. You just have to want it.
Yeah.
I think about that all the time. I see people and I'm like, how you don't understand? Like you have to, and I didn't. I'm kind of guilty of this myself at first. This is something you kind of have to go up and get. It's not gonna fall in your lap.
Yeah. You
gotta put some work behind it, put some steps behind it. You know,
you did this like coming out the core, like you was from down from the bottom, trying to start over with your life, gain your health, and you over there with an LLC. Like, what the hell?
And it took a lot of convincing. My friends, even Melissa, she said, "Have you ever thought of plus size modeling?" My friends, Right. Those pictures and that ad campaign that I just showed you. That was
Yeah.
my very first time ever being professionally photographed.
Wow.
Other than like my senior pictures.
Yeah.
Like in school.
I mean, y'all looked so beautiful with what you showed me.
Those are my very first
It's
photo
crazy.
pictures. And that she can just kind of planted the seed. And I just kind of, like you said, I went back to the drawing board. Okay, well, let me take my years of, doing hair shows and my year of being in fashion shows and kind of see how I could kind of flip that and make that work for me.
It's definitely working for you. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you.
He's definitely killing the thing. So I always like to ask these. That doesn't have anything to do with what we're talking about. I'm weird like that. I'm weird like that. It has nothing to do with what we're talking about. So what is the silliest thing you've ever seen someone do in public? Whether it's a stranger, you just saw it and you was like, okay.
Is we follow each other on social media and they'll just stare. Speak. Hello, I ain't gonna bite you.
With no way.
Yeah.
Just like
and stare or they'll just like, I see you down there at the end of the aisle. I see you, you see me.
Ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah.
No way.
I feel like that's just so silly. Hey girl, I'll speak. I don't bite. No.
So if you see her in the aisle, don't creep her out by staring. Just wave. Hey girl, how you doing?
I recognize you from something.
Make the conversation.
Yes.
Just being weird.
How you doing today? Anything. That's so silly.
Yeah, it is.
See people and I know you. You know me. Hey.
It was like, I know you follow me, bro. If you don't bring your ass, you follow me, bro. And they just stared at you. We already said, hey, you staring.
Right.
You already said, we're not going to say nothing? All right, well, bye.
And a lot of people really, I kind of got onto myself just because, once again, this crazy world we live in. Like, I really slowed up on posting my son on social media because a lot of people, hey, Pootie, who is that? Pootie, you know that?
And he's like, no, not for real. You say that, but it's so true. Like, so true. I have posted my daughters, and it was just strange dudes. Like, oh, they're beautiful. I was like, yep, never again. I don't even know him. And I looked at my wife. I'm like, do you know him? She's like, no.
We live
I'm
in
like,
this era that is crazy, and I have to tell my son.
She's not posting them tomorrow.
Yeah, online predators. It's real. I don't even allow my son to play his video game online.
I know. We had to take our girls off for Roblox offline. Yes, they got mad. It's called Roblox, and they would play it. And then I remember my daughter come to me, and I don't know, that was partly my fault because I was working. And she was like, I'm playing hide go seek with a friend. I didn't think nothing of it. I'm like, but it's Roblox, so I'm just like, okay, it was something all the kids that look like Sims. I was like, oh, you playing with your sister?
I'm gonna get some Sims.
You
too.
Right? Until she said, she said the friend name, and I was like, okay, and just kept going. And then the last time she came to me, she was like, he made me get in the corner. And I was like, wait, come here, bring that back. Who is he? Yeah. Then my wife came over there. She said, did you hear what she said? It's so strange. And I'm like, yeah, one of her friends put her in the corner on rope. Let me see that game. And it's similar to Sims. So we go and we find out like it was an online person talking to them, but he was a grown person talking to 3 kids. And he was telling them, oh, well, get in the corner. And he was doing it. And then he'll leave the house and come back and get them out the corner. And I was like, that's not playing. That's not playing. So we have to take them off. And to this day, they'll come ask. Really it's scary because if you're not listening, you don't know
who this person is.
No, not at all.
Clear. It's true. It's clear that your intentions are not.
and it was like, he's a kid.
Nature.
I said, like, okay.
Oh God, that's so sad.
We're looking at it, and he asked like, where we live. And the kids kept asking us like, what's our street name? And I was like, why you asking me that? You know how to spell it. I'm not spelling it. Where you get that from? Where you get that question from? And we look.
And that's really sad.
We had that conversation
really
with them.
Unfortunate. And it's like truth be told, like you don't have no way to control that.
No, you don't. It's scary.
It's very scary.
It's super scary because then you don't know. And then we had to take them off. And it was like y'all faces are all over social media. They're on YouTube. And I was like, yeah, y'all can't play that game anymore.
Yes. And I try to slow it up. I post them occasionally. Maybe a cute little memory that comes up, and I thought because I've
makes you so freaked out.
Well, I started, my business social media, but I've slowed up on just putting him sharing him in a personal light. I might share his accolade. He just recently won his Black History contest.
Yeah, I saw that. Hey,
but other than that, no, I'm not. Because it's like you said, it's really, really scary.
It's scary. And in that moment, me and my wife knew what to do. We were just like, we could just take them off. But
it's definitely a teachable moment.
Yeah, it was, you could tell in the house it was kind of heavy. We both were sitting there like, like, how long have you been talking
that's
to
so
him and stuff like that? And
It's
the
really
kids
sad.
were
Those children are innocent.
they are, and they didn't understand. And what was getting me, we had to sit there and try to explain that to
Like,
them.
make them.
And it's like, look, I know you don't understand, but a kid don't ask you for your address. I said, any kid you go outside, have any of those kids ask you for your address? No, I have to tell you to ask them for their name. Like, our kids would just go play with other kids. They won't even ask for names. So I said, if a child oh, let me ask you, what is your address? What is your mom name? They don't care. That's not a kid conversation.
Yeah.
That's an adult conversation, and you shouldn't be having that conversation. So, we try to have those things with them and try to like let them still be a kid. Exactly. But it's hard because it kind of takes away from them being a kid. So all you creeps out there, I know you be watching.
The hell away from these
Stay
children.
away from the
Even
kids,
in the middle of
bro.
the night, like the Amber Alerts is ridiculous. That scares the hell out of me. Excuse me.
Yo, no, seriously, it does.
No, seriously. Like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, midnight. Leave them
my
children
goodness,
alone.
leave them alone, man.
It's sad.
And we're in Texas, so it's so hard because you right here. Right. We saw this little girl on the news about the same age our kids were, about 6, 7, 8, and she took the trash out. In the broad daylight, her mom told her to take the trash out. She takes the trash out.
Something normal.
Something normal. And they hear her screaming, yelling. So
they run out there.
And they go outside. There's a guy trying to put the girl in the van, but because she started screaming, he runs off. And I was like, oh my God. And she was 7. My heart was over here like that. I was like, bro, I'm about to throw up. Because we take our kids to go outside and take the trash out. So now I'm standing at the door. I'm like, I cannot let y'all go out there like no more. No. And then to them, they've been doing that for about a year and a half by themselves.
Like it's something off a movie.
Yeah.
Like it seems like
that fast. Right. And they don't get it. They're like, well, we've been taking the trash out this whole time. Yeah, but people are stupid, babe. Right. And I can't explain that to you right now. I just don't want nothing bad to happen. Right. So the fact that you're teaching your son, even though it's scary,
and it's scary because he does the same thing. He's, well, it's dark out there. Boy, go hurry up. I'm standing here.
Right, just hurry up. Just
run and throw it and come back.
That's so crazy, but definitely we have to keep our children safe. And that is
try not to coddle them so much. It's so hard, but try to let them go out and explore. But the minute you do,
something happens, And so we definitely have to be safe. So make sure you guys are telling your children and break it down to them so they can know. They may not understand fully, but as time goes on, they will. You have to keep telling them because you don't want that phone call, man. That's hard. That's something I did never want to swallow. No. Even to this day, hearing about some of my friends that I went to school with, it's hard. So I don't want them to go through it as a child. We have god kids that went through similar things. They lost their friends early. They have seen it, and it's like, dang, bro, as kids, I didn't know this is what I was putting my mom through, and now I have to go through it. So you are doing a great job. Being a mom, being a model, and then sharing the gift and grace that you have with other brands and being a part of it. So you're not just doing it for yourself. Definitely keep going. Keep going, man. I'm blown away. If y'all not blown away, I'm sorry to tell you. Just go replay this, all right? If it's not inspirational to you, just go back and replay it, and then replay it, and then replay it again. Hopefully by the third time, you got it, all right? If you can give a message in 15 seconds that will inspire at least one person to impact the world forever, what would that message look like in 15 seconds? Go.
It would just be to never give up. There's always going to be somebody. You can't change yourself and conform yourself to what other people think. You can't lose your mind stressing about things that you can't control. You're going to drive yourself crazy. Do what's best for you and yours. Pray. Go to church.
Go to church, yes. Go to church.
Do what's best for you. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
You can't take everybody with you. I get that now.
Yeah. You used to think that you could, right?
And sometimes you have to look in the mirror and look at yourself and change what needs to be changed within before you can try to move forward.
That's some powerful message, because sometimes we have to go within to get the things that we want on the outside.
Right.
Because if you're not giving it, how can it come back?
How can it come back, and how you can expect that of others?
Yeah, because they're going to look at you like,
your children.
You ain't doing it.
Right.
Right. I especially when it comes to like cleaning the room, I try to okay, when the clothes come out, I try to fold them, and then I see my kids. I'm like, you have to clean your room, but when my room is jacked up, I don't even try to say nothing to them. Yeah,
because I have one of those. Oh my, your room.
Yeah. I'm like, shut up. I didn't ask you. I know when to go clean mine, but do you know? Are you gonna ever get it out the floor? No. Right. So I try to be an example in what I'm preaching, what I'm teaching. And I hope that when they get older, they take these things and they don't go through some things that I went through, or some things that you went through. Yeah, that is true. I to this day, I tell my mom, I'm sorry. Mom, I'm sorry. She's like, what? For being a butthole. Like, I should have did this, and this, and I didn't, but now it's better because I understand exactly what you meant. So definitely your son is with a powerful woman, and he's going to have a good example to follow when he gets to start entertaining these girls, school first, okay? School first. Girls still going to be there. And definitely thank you for coming on to the show. It meant a lot. No, always. Your presence means a lot.
Regardless of how long. Look, we had a test getting us here.
We did. And you still got here.
Right.
Going through the test. Right? But everything's happened for a reason. I always like to let divine timing do divine timing. Absolutely. And it finally worked.
It did.
So I'm gonna let everybody get the social media. They definitely have been on and they've waited. So just calm down, get some water. All right. And she's gonna give you some social media. What's the social media people can tap in with you on?
At Facebook, CHANTWAN Shields plus size model, or CHANTWAN Shields. Facebook, that's it. Booking CHANTWAN Shields, CHANTWAN Shields, SHIELDS, all lowercase at gmail.com. You see me in HEB, out in Walmart, whatever, say, hey, I don't bite.
Don't stare. All right, don't drool either. Just say something. All right. Definitely reach out to her, get it tapped in with her. And if you need somebody, again, to help you with your clothing,
creative directing for your shoot, posing, whatever, wardrobe, whatever, let me know.
Call her.
You're looking for a plus size model to represent your brand ambassador, fashion shows, hair shows. I do it all.
Call her. All right. And don't be what we do to see if we get stuff for free. No. All right. You ain't get nothing for free. Don't nothing in life come for free. All right. The only thing that's free right now is you listen to what we just said. That's free. Other than that, nothing's free. All right. Definitely value people, cherish people, and just enjoy life, live to inspire. It's what it's all about. And if nobody told y'all today, tomorrow, or yesterday, because y'all crybabies don't get enough love, know that Shar loves you from the P.E.G podcast. Miss CHANTWAN Shields loves you. So we telling y'all that we love you today, we love you tomorrow, and we loved you yesterday. So don't cry because nobody told you that. You didn't come here. So now we told you. All right, we love you, and continue to live to inspire, man. Get up and be determined. Motivate yourself to motivate others. Inspire yourself by inspiring others. And you already know. See you next time on the Positive Energy Generation. Yeah. Let's get it. And let's go.